Dun dun dun! Timber!
You
It's
know,
all cracking and it's going to fall. Life will never be the same again. Hello, good afternoon. My name is Lucy Davis, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so excited as to what is going on around the world right now, ladies and gents. We are on the 10th of March, and this video will be going out in place of my Lucy Davis live at 5 p.m. today because I need to get this energy update out to you. It is going off right now. March has been exactly what we expected it to be. It's been fiery, it's been feisty, it's been bringing everything up to the surface. This weekend just gone, so many people around me have been saying, oh my goodness, I've got so much more healing work to do. Oh my goodness, I had this reaction or I had this incident take place. And it is really bringing everything up to the surface. So, ladies and gents, before we go any further and without further ado, please do let me know in the comments below how you are feeling in regards to the energies that are taking place. How have the first 10 days of March been for you? It was always predicted that this month was going to be a massive, massive storm. And we have seen literal storms. We have seen personal storms. We have seen it all going off. And it's really important that we come together now and we look at the energies for the eclipse and the full moon that is taking place on the 14th of March, obviously, depending on where you are around the world. It is absolutely wild what has been taking place around the planet. And, I'll be honest with you, myself, I've had a massive, massive epiphany in the last week. I've been, as you guys know, I always do a lot of deep work on myself. I've been working with the most amazing coach and, really bringing things up to the surface in me because I'm very much a fan of, do the work on yourself to have the best possible life that you can have. And oh my goodness, it is making such a huge impact in my life. Like the realizations, the recognitions, the stepping forwards, the transformation. And even to the point that, the person that's closest to me is saying, oh my God, like what? Who even are you? So, ladies and gents, I guess long story short is don't be scared to reach out and get somebody to work with. If you feel like you need an accountability buddy or a mentor or a coach or something like that, like don't be scared of it. It's very important. And in fact, it's actually quite ignorant these days to think that we can do it on our own, and I help thousands of people around the world and I've got the best team behind me. And I'm not talking my energy team or my work team. I'm talking the best team of coaches, the best team of people who keep me in the best space so that I can be the best space for you guys. It is so important that we recognize it is not weak to look for help. So, we have got a lot going on, my friends, and I am so, so, so excited to say that we are only just cooking this month of March. Okay, this lunar eclipse, like I say, on the 14th, is going to change things up big time for us. It is all going on right now. This is the most potent energy that we have ever felt in as long as I can remember. It's really time for our karma to be served right now on every level and lead us to where our destiny resides. And this could actually sound a little bit intimidating, but the important thing to remember is the best way for me to describe it is kind of like timber, it's all cracking and it's going to fall. It's the collapse of the old. Know that everything that is going on in your life is actually serving you, even if you do not feel it right now. This is the composition of the masterpiece. We are shedding big time. And ladies and gents, the mission is authenticity. Are you brave enough to revel in it? That's my question to you. Let me know in the comments below and smash that thumb up for me if you are enjoying this so far. Do remember to subscribe to the channel and please share this far and wide so the message gets understood and heard by as many people as possible. So, as mentioned in the March energy update, this month is one of the most powerful months that we have experienced to date in our existence. We've only just got going. That might be good for some, and it might be like, oh my goodness, what comes next for other people. It is going to intensify as the month continues. That is something I can absolutely guarantee you. So buckle up and buckle in. And if I was you, I would enjoy the ride. We have a huge consciousness shift in flight. It's taking place already. So this is where we have to look. What are you feeding? What is it that you are feeding? I have seen so many changes in the area of consciousness, and the world is splitting. I made a prediction back in, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years ago now, and I said, the world is going to split in two, and it's going to be differentiated based on like technology versus nature, where people are at on their journey. So my advice to each and every one of you right now is jump in two-footed and wade through your shit so that you can actually come out the other side smelling of roses. It's really important right now that we get real with ourselves and we look at the habits that we've got and we look at the patterns that we have been living in. We look at the loops so that we can actually really start to collapse these down and step forwards. There are going to continue to be extremities with the water and with the weather. Now, I'm sending my love over to Australia in a big way. I know you guys have been hit really, really hard over the last week, and I'm not sure it is let up time for you guys yet. So there is going to be more storms, there is going to be more water, and the weather extremities are going to be taking place. Now, just this morning, I actually heard about quite a big eruption in Guatemala. Now, if you guys have read my book, you know that is it's one of my favorite places in the world. And when Kevin was talking to me about this earlier today, I was like, oh my goodness, this is it. This is the splitting of the world. This is about the old world coming to the surface. So do not be surprised if you start to see old world news coming up and new things being revealed, as we have seen in the UK with sinkholes opening up and then there's villages underneath and things like that. So don't be surprised if we see a lot more of that. Now, obviously, as we know, around the 14th, 15th, at a similar time to the eclipse, is Mercury retrograde. Dun, dun, dun. I know so many people fear Mercury retrograde. I actually don't. The two times when I have allowed a little bit of fear to step in, I've actually had to have my whole computer, my laptop rebuilt. So I'm not going to do that again. I actually think Mercury retrograde is brilliant. It tells us to slow down. It tells us to ask more questions, ask for clarity, be aware that your communications and technology is slightly strained. So let's just be gentle with it. Let's just love on it. That's coming up and the 15th, and it goes to, about the 6th or 7th of April, I believe. So please just be very, very aware of that. So the energy for this full moon is going to be massive. Like we're already in the massive energies of March, but this is going to be massive. We're going to see so much change coming in our direction. We are literally reevaluating our whole lives right now. Our minds are in a spin. Like literally the mind is going crazy right now. It's in a constant spin. It's trying to make the best of what is going on and it physically can't. Why? Because we're stepping out of thinking and we're stepping into feeling. So as much as our mind is out of control, our intuition and our spiritual gifts are really coming back online. And we are basically, we're in this recognition where we've handed over power using our mind. And we've been doing this for absolute donkey's years. And now it's time to collapse that and bring the power back and allow our intuition and our psychic and all of our gifts to come online. Now, what's very important is in 12 days' time, I am going to be running a very, very powerful event in Birmingham, United Kingdom. It is a one-day event starting at 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, the 22nd of March, and it will be running till about 4 or 5 p.m. But do you want to say this is Lucy time? I am a bit of a nightmare for, running over. because I like to get the job done. We will definitely start on time, but I like to get the job done. So if that means us staying an extra hour, we will stay an extra hour. So I just want to bring that up into your consciousness as I'm saying, yes, it runs 10 till 4. So the event is going to be a very full-on event. It's basically we're going to look at why you have created the stories in your mind. We're going to look at how that's kept you comfortable, and we're really going to help you break through from that, get on top of mastering your mind, and then we are going to look at how to create success, whatever that looks like. That could be in a relationship, that could be in the area of love, that could be in the area of like healing with your children, that could be financial abundance, it could be your health, it could be absolutely anything. But this is about taking back the power of your mind and really getting it focused and creating whatever it is that you choose for your life. And what's very interesting is this lunar eclipse energy, this full moon energy, is very much about really stepping up into our power, really setting intentions. And this is the perfect way to start that new cycle, is by saying, you know what? I'm not going to let this control anymore. This monkey mind has to stop, and I am going all in, and I'm going to live the life that I know what is best to do. So if you haven't got your tickets yet, head over to the description field of this video and get signed up. It is going to be an absolute jaw-dropping event. We are going to have absolute show-stopping stories, no doubt, that take place there. So please, please, please do get there. And I cannot wait to give you guys a big squeeze when that happens. So, in the area of the mind, victimhood is really coming up. Now, I have people constantly tell me all the time, I'm not in victim, I'm not in victim. And I always go, yeah, right, everybody is in victim. At certain points, we all go, why is this happening to me? And things like that. I actually do think that anybody that says that there is no victimhood going on with them is actually not being honest with themselves. They're living in a space of delusion. So, we need to be honest with ourselves and say, right, how has this been serving us in our life up to now? Am I willing to recognize and do the work to heal this once and for all? And this is the question. You're going to keep getting slapped with healing until you go, you know what, I'm going to do the work on this. And like I say, in the last week or so, I've had the biggest epiphany, and I'm so happy that it's happened. And I'm constantly looking for work, and I'm constantly looking for, right, how can I do this and better myself and whatever. And the memos that are coming in are absolutely profound. Like, healing is massive under this energy. Now, just going back to the Mastering Your Mind event, there will be healing taking place there. Like, I'm not calling it a woo-woo event or anything like that, but you will get healing, you will get level up, you will get activation codes. Like, all of the things that I do through my spiritual events, this will have those as well. So if you're a little bit like, oh, I'm not too sure I want to be in an event about the mind, come along and get yourselves involved in really taking your power back and really, really creating the life of your wildest dreams. Now, if you're not on my weekly woo, just remembered, a very beautiful, kind soul has offered to pay for somebody to come to this event. And also, I am going to be running a competition for a free place to come to this event. So if you're not on my weekly woo, which is my weekly newsletter, head over to the description field, get signed up for that before Tuesday, the 11th of March, because we will be awarding a free place to somebody in from that newsletter. So please, please, please do get over there, my friends. So, like I was saying, the healing, the energy behind us healing right now is on a new level. We are able to experience deep, deep healing on multiple levels. We are able to clear lots of lifetime and generational trauma and loops that we have been in. So, if that is something that you are like, oh my goodness gracious me, I need to heal, I need to level up, this is the time to be doing it, ladies and gents. It is really helping us move forward. We are being catapulted to the life of our wildest dreams because we deserve it. We've lived through the rigmarole. We've lived through the shit show. We are now leveling up and taking our power back. And my goodness, like, we are being supported so much for this. So please recognize your victimhood, recognize where you're blocking yourself, get along to these events, get along to like work with coaches or whatever it is, and really make the choices for yourself. Now, my favorite subject, relationships continue to be under the spotlight, which is amazing for me personally. Watch the choices that you are making on relationships and how they are evolving. Observe aged patterns and repetitive cycles. I have been in like I say, in the last week or so, maybe 2 weeks now, I have been, for in fact, for my whole life, I've recognized that I've had this pattern, I've had this cycle, I've had this pattern, I've had this cycle. And actually, in the last week or two, I've gone, oh my God, it was never that, it was this. And what has happened in that is I have completely freed myself from it. And, um, the feedback that I'm getting is very positive in this area. Make of that what you will, but that's the place where I am. And, the feedback that I'm getting is absolutely unbelievable. So it's beautiful. Now, there is a lot of feminine energy around relationships at the moment. So, look at when I'm talking about this, I'm not saying men, this doesn't involve you, or those of you in your masculine energy, it doesn't involve you. It absolutely does. But there is just a lot of feminine energy. We've got Venus in retrograde. The Venus energy is quite there right now. So, please do recognize that. But also, like, look at the bonds that you have with your female friends and relationships, like your mother, your sister, whatever. Look at how you are navigating those relationships. You're going to learn a lot from those relationships at the moment. Now, I'm really lucky. I have the best friends that anybody could ever wish for. And I talk about it a lot. I trigger people a lot with it because I am very lucky. I have the best friends. It hasn't always been that way. But in the last 10 years, 9 years, I really know who like my friends are. I really know. Now, I'm lucky. I've got some friends from way back when that are still in that cycle, but there was a lot of shedding. There was a lot of releasing. And actually, as soon as I knew the kind of friend that I wanted to be, all of a sudden those people came at me. So it's absolutely amazing that that is available right now. But unfortunately, with that is we are losing a lot of friendships as well because anybody that's not authentic or aligns with us, we're getting rid. Sounds so heartless, doesn't it? It sounds so cruel. I don't know why it sounds so cruel, but it does, doesn't it? It sounds so cutthroat. So look at how you are dealing with friendships. Look at reevaluating friendships and recognize who's coming with you. Not everybody is going to be coming with you. Not everybody is going to be like by your side. There are people that you've known for 15, 20 years who are going to let you down significantly, so you release them from your patterns. It's all going on. It's all going on. Now, don't really like to talk about this, but we're going to talk about it anyway. There is a massive reconfiguration of the global politics and systems taking place, and this full moon is really going to bring the energy to it. It's time to pull back the curtain and reveal the truths that have been hidden so we can take the next step on our soul's evolution. There is going to be lies, deceit, hidden truths, um, uh, that kind of devious behavior brought up around governments, around um, systems like education, medical, health. There is going to be a lot of information. And obviously, what comes with a lot of information, especially when you are so certain that your government would never do that to you, there's going to be overwhelm and there's going to be confusion, which will then lead to anger, which will then lead to the victimhood coming up. And again, like I say, this is about really bringing everything up to the surface so our souls can go on the most profound journey of their existence to date. Now, I spoke about this in the March energy update, and I definitely spoke about this on Conscious Conversations last Monday, and no doubt we'll go back there again tonight because it's always a topic that comes up, is around dreams. Dreams are extremely profound right now. There are so many things that are coming up and they are guiding us in their entirety. I've had so many people reaching out about their exes coming in their dreams and whatever. And that is definitely one element of it. We are being shown where we need to bring things into peace and harmony. However, there is the other side of this as well, which is kind of like our physical dreams. Like I dream that Soul School is going to be, the most spoken about entity on the planet going forwards. I dream for the world to be ridded of, homelessness and, lack and things like that. I dream to feed families around the world, nutrients, fruits and vegetables of the optimum level of nutrition. So, these are my dreams. So look at what it is that you are creating. What are you bringing into your dreams? What are you manifesting with your dreams? Look at the thoughts, look at the words that you are creating. Now, I'm actually doing Watch Your Language in Self Love Club this month. And this is all around, speaking into existence and, how this is working. And it's a very, very powerful time. Like the energy is always aligned to whatever the month of Self Love Club is. It's odd like that, but it's really, really aligning for that. So please get super clear on where you are, what you are doing, what you are thinking, what you are speaking about. And be aware with what you're prepared to put up with. If you're sat at a table where somebody's putting somebody else down, ask yourself the question, why does this person feel okay talking about somebody else like that in front of you? That's the question that needs to be taking place. I've got something in my mouth. Very weird. Nothing's been in my mouth, but I can feel it. Um, Financial shifts. The financial markets are going to be super volatile. So look at where you are connecting with financial matters. See what is coming up for you around this subject. Observe and do not consume. Look at how you create abundance, and again, this is going to be a massive point of the Mastering Your Mind event in Birmingham. We're going to be looking at creating abundance. We're going to be looking at going from the lack mindset into the abundant mindset, into the mindset of the creation of having the possibility and the potential to create anything that we choose. There will be an increase in faith during this eclipse period, like there will be an increase in our gifts coming on. Now, our gifts coming online give us confidence, give us faith in what is potential and possible for us. Simplicity, we are breaking things down, we are taking things back to basics. We are looking to cut out the noise and simplify life as much as possible. Like we're like clucking for basics right now. Like get me away from the noise. This is why so many people laugh at me, because you find me in the forest all the time at the moment, because it's just simple. There's nothing there other than the trees and the animals. And like for me, that is simplicity at its best. I'm getting the communication and the conversation with nature. My gifts, my channel is completely open. I lose myself out there. Now, again, as I mentioned in the March energy update, health, sickness, and dis-ease are under the spotlight. My recommendation to all of us is to better ourselves, better our health during this period, walk more steps. I'm doing about 22,000 steps a day at the moment. I am loving my work. I feel very connected to the walk, to the connection to source, connection to nature, connection to Gaia. Very important. Like get out there and get those steps going. Look at the old patterns of sabotage. No, you don't need to go out walking today because it's raining. No, you don't need to do that amount of steps. You did them yesterday. Like recognize where it's all coming up for you and recognize the stories, recognize the patterns, and ask yourself, are these actually helping me or are they hindering me? And it's really our responsibility under this energy to shut down on the past once and for all. Difficult, challenging statement. Now, what's fascinating, and I've witnessed this over the weekend, is addictions are coming to the surface big time. Any addictive nature, any addictive patterns, they're coming up, and it's kind of creating a little bit of an issue. It's time to heal and cleanse once and for all. It's time to recognize that, maybe that one cigarette a week or that one cigarette a day is actually an addiction, not just a habit. A lot of people put things down, oh, it's just a habit, it's just a habit. But then when they attempt to give up, it's like the world's coming to an end. We have to be honest with ourselves. We have to be authentic. We have to be real. There is no place in this world for fake anymore. So we have to be real. Surrender. Surrender to the heightened awareness. Surrender to the fact that we are on a one-way mission to level up. We are looking for accountability. It's time for us to have self-awareness, self-discipline. It's time for us to invest in our mental health. It's time for us to recognize our karma. It's time for us to manifest of the highest order. So many of you are speaking things into existence without even considering that oh, I'm so sick, I'm so tired. You're not realizing that you're manifesting more sick and more tired for you. We've particularly come a society of trauma bonding over our issues, trauma bonding over the weather, trauma bonding over all of these things, and it's really time to rise above it now. We are creating and we are co-creating. Love, potential, possibilities, opportunities have to be the goal. They have to be the vision. They have to be the future. Whatever comes up for you right now, good, bad, or ugly, know that this is for your greatest good. My friends, your dreams will be on the other side of it. Life will never be the same again. It's massive. This energy is massive, and I cannot say it enough. This is massive. Let me know in the comments how this feels to you. It's massive. We're on this. We're doing this. We're in this together. It's our time now. We can level up. We can really rise above this. And I suggest that we do. So, ladies and gents, please do, if you would like to do the exercise that I give whenever I do these energy updates, please pause the video right now and go and grab yourself a pen and a paper so you can jot down everything that is needed for us for this full moon energy update that is going to help you just neutralize and reinvigorate yourself to navigate these energies as best as you possibly can. So pause the video now, run off and get your pen and paper, and I'll see you in a sec. Okie dokie then. So, as always with any of the exercises that I give you guys, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to clean our auric field. And as we're doing this, just say goodbye to aged patterns. Goodbye and be gone to anything that no longer serves me. Done. Then I would like you to walk around your space. Please remove anything that no longer serves me. Bring in everything for my highest good. I am worthy and I deserve everything that is on the table for me. Perfect. Okay. Once you've cleared your space and you're feeling really, really nice and invigorated, what I would encourage you guys to do is drop into a meditation for 13 minutes, 1-3. You can have music on, you can set your crystals up, you can do whatever it is that you choose to do, but I would encourage you 13 minutes. Okay? Now, when you come out of your meditation, so whilst you're in your meditation, you can just be envisaging your future life, envisaging your intentions and everything that you would choose. When you come out, I would like you to grab a pen and paper and write down 13 either wishes, dreams, affirmations, or intentions for your life. 13, 1-3. It's time to get this done. It's time to co-create. It's time to make the rest of our lives the best of our lives. I look forward to seeing some of you on the 22nd of March. And until then, I'm going to love you and leave you. Please do let me know if this video resonates. Please share it with everybody you know. And I'll be back with you super soon on Lucy Davies Live next week. Lots of love.